Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Okay, Kong is going crazy still. I'm sorry. Hello, Charles. Hello, 80 in YouTube so far. And then Movie Chat says you guys are back.
Yes, we're
we are.
back.
We got Jen back. We got Monty back. And I did hear from Gilboy saying he's working on a horror novel, and once he's done, he will be back. He wants to meet both of you guys when he could come back. So that
Yeah,
will
you finally get a chance to meet Gilboy.
Yes. Yes, he's working on a very
Very cool.
creepy, eerie novel. I don't want to talk too much about it yet, but I'm pretty sure you both are gonna enjoy. He's gonna read it on his channel for everybody. So that's what he's been working on. Hello, DePoet. How are you today? So today we're wondering why my giant baby is trying to take down Northern New York, and we're gonna be talking about horror remakes. So one of the biggest questions Movie Chat had for us is, did we think that they were just lazy cash grabs or creative?
It's kind of a combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Jen? What do you think? Cash grab or creative?
I think for me, I think a lot of times it is cash grab, but as I was doing research for this, like I forgot there are actually a good chunk of movies that aren't terrible. And there's a couple that, dare I say, surpass some of the originals. Now they're few and far between, but there are a few that are there. Like it's like everything, got to take the good with the bad. But a lot of it is cash grab.
Yeah. The poet says, I think there are some good remakes, but are few and far between. I agree with that, Jan. I agree. It has to be both because, for instance, the Night of the Living Dead remake is one of the best remakes I think ever made because Tom Savini genuinely loved the original, and you could tell the care was there. And, you know, it was just his twist on the story, but he did it perfectly without it. Like, that movie could stand on its own, too. Like, if you didn't know the original and watch that one, you would think, okay, that's fine. And I think that was very good.
Oh, I do too. Not to mention it has one of the greatest lines, you know, Barbara, but they're horny. I love that little play on words. That was cute. They're really horny. Yeah. Bill Murray and Tony fucking Todd. I mean, you have fucking Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we recently watched that a couple Wednesdays ago, and Movie Chat was pissed more at the ending of Tom Savini's because they saw that Cooper was the one that survived. And they were like, what? Like, we'll survive till the end there, you know? And they were like, what the hell? You know, they're like, what the hell? Like, but I think that was really nice twist because you didn't know which one of them would survive at the end, but also, like, still had the what the fuck ending like the original did. Because I remember Rez was another co-host we had on here, and she saw Night of the Living Dead for the first time, and she was so mad at the ending. I thought she was going to flip the table. Her laptop was on. She's like, are you kidding me? And, you know, it's like crazy that you still had that emotion in the remake as well. So that's a very, very good one. Gator, he said he hoped that you're doing well. All right? That's what Gil's saying. So Movie Chat wants us to talk about a couple that they picked for us.
Okay.
And of course, you know, then we can just roll with it here. So somebody wants to say the original Stepfather versus the 2009 Stepfather.
Oh, boy.
Shameless cash grab. Oh, my God. I hate that movie. I love it. Because I love the original Stepfather so much.
Oh,
I mean,
too.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
It's a beast of a movie. It's creepy. It is so creepy. That movie is peak cinema right there, I think. But the remake, oh goodness.
Yeah, here's my take on
shit.
this.
Just dog shit. I don't like to hear that harsh opinion.
I mean, I have no issue with Dylan Walsh. I think he's a good actor. And I get what he was not trying to do what Terry O'Quinn did with that particular character. But unfortunately, he gets muffled by the unfortunately PG rated 13 script in that film. And yeah, it was definitely a cash grab because I think at the time we were still going through the remake phase because they wanted to remake every horror film. And it just did not have, and I blame the script more than I blame anything else. But you know, I like the twist. They tried to switch it where you know you have the son and not the girl, no, in the film right there. But it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, what are you guys doing? It's like, come on now. It's like this. If you're going to at least make it as violent as the original Stepfather,
Mm.
and not with the PG-13 bull crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really dumb decision to make it PG
Yeah.
13 because the original is completely gnarly and dark, and you kind of need a higher rating for that, all that. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely the OG wins for that one for me.
Got to remember that that was actually
They,
inspired by true events. That's why it was so messed up. Is because it was inspired by true
yeah,
events.
And
yeah,
and and, uh,
exactly.
and unfortunately, I think another problem was because that Dylan, he was coming off of what was that show? Nip Tuck.
Mhm.
Nip Tuck. So he still had that character as him because he was the good doctor, like Julian, what you call his bad character, bad
Mhm.
doctor character.
Mhm.
So him trying to, I see what he was trying to do. He did an okay job, but if you wanted to have someone play the role, you should get a character. I mean, cast somebody that kind of fits that type of character, and not
Mhm.
a good guy character.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And I definitely agree with what Marty says here. The best remakes were the 50 B movies remade in the late 70s, early 80s, Body Snatchers, The Thing, The Blob, The Fly, B movie fare turned into excellent body horror. I agree with that too because, like, 50s was a nice like base for them to grow off of.
Hmm.
Yes, ATL, that's
Mhm.
Wyatt slamming
I would
around.
agree
I'm
with that.
sorry, guys. I didn't realize he was that loud. I'm sorry, guys. He's bouncing around here. The prom night one is bad. Nothing happened in it. The poet says, "Yeah." So they
I would
also
agree.
want
That's
us
another
to
really bad
know.
one. Although to be fair,
Yeah, that's another.
the prom night movies, Hello Mary Lou is like the only one that's really good out of all the prom night movies. I think like that's the best one of the
I agree.
bunch.
I really didn't have a problem with the first prom night with Jamie Lee Curtis, and definitely love prom night too. Hello Mary Lou. I thought that was even
Mhm.
a little better than the original. But the prom night remake, oh boy,
Yeah.
that's another PG-13 disaster.
And then
Yes,
somebody
very much
wants to
so.
know the original Fog versus the remake of the Fog, which
Ooh,
are
ooh.
two that we are doing at the end of September, back to back on a Friday and a Saturday. I'm the original all the way. I think the remake was
Oh,
a horror comedy, not really a horror.
You
I,
want to talk about two different types of movies when it
you
comes to
know,
the original Fog and the remake Fog.
mm,
I don't know what they were thinking about. Nothing against Superman, whatever his name, I forget the actor is,
mm,
and Maggie Grace again with the 13 PG crap. It's
yeah.
like, what are you guys doing? It's nothing scary, nothing really bad happens. We get this, we get these nothing, just plain
Mm.
nothing. I mean, I guess the only thing you can see is Maggie Grace in lingerie, and that's it.
Uh, oh yeah, that's pretty much like I don't know. Mage said that he only saw the remake. He didn't know it was a remake, so he thought as a standalone movie that it was
Mm,
okay. So that's
mm,
why we're in the end of September. We're doing a Friday night with the original Fog and Saturday with the remake, so people can actually compare. I personally thought the Fog remake was literally a horror comedy version of the original, so I didn't take it too seriously. I thought it was really goofy. Like I thought it was like in the same factor as like Stan Helsing and stupid crap like that, but with a
mm.
little bit more serious tone. Hey, Mage, we
Hey,
were just
Mage.
talking about you. Um, and we were, it just, I don't know, it didn't even have a creep factor. It just looked like they took big TV names at the time and just shoved them in a movie and was like, let's hope for the best. That's what it felt
Hmm.
like to me. I know my friends in high
mhm.
school were crazy about it and they looked at
I
me
would agree.
crazy. Well, not really. I wasn't in high school. I was in middle school. Sorry. Middle school when that one came out. But that one, I can't even, I think I've only watched it once, honestly, and that was enough for me. Um, Now they said you guys talked
Yeah,
about
same.
the Night of the Living
Very
Dead
much same.
remake. What about the Dawn of the Dead 2004 remake? I thought that was pretty good. What do you guys think?
I gotta give Zack Snyder credit. Obviously, he was influenced by the not zombies, the infected from 28 Days Later,
Mhm.
because he had his zombies running.
Hmm.
Nothing against how great Dawn of the Dead is, but I think he put his own spin on it.
Mhm.
All he did was just put the whole scene in a mall, just like in the original one, but he put his
Mhm.
own spin on it, make the zombies more frightening and more threatening.
Mhm.
And you actually had characters that you care
Hmm.
about, just like you did in the original. So that way, both the remake and the original have their own place when it comes to
Mhm.
horror.
Yeah, I agree with that one too, because like that one's not too bad. Like I could definitely watch the remake of that one again too.
Mm.
It's not that bad. Kind of like the Night of the Living Dead one. Yep.
And yeah, I mean, the only conversation you're going to have
I
is
would think they
what's
were
better,
pretty much.
slow zombies or
Or
fast
the
zombies.
fast one. Yeah, pretty
Mhm.
much. Pretty much. You were gonna say something, Jen?
I would agree.
I think our
I
internet's
think
slow.
for me that they're on the same level. Like they're but neither has surpassed the other. I
Got
apologize.
you.
I think I'm on a bit of a lag. I apologize. I'm just gonna say that
Oh, okay.
the for I think they're both. I really do. But and Big Rames is a masterpiece in that one.
Mhm. Absolutely, I agree with that. Sorry, I was like letting your delay catch up there. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Slasher Fred said one of the horror remakes
Oh,
that
I
I
know.
love is the 43 remake
Sorry.
of The Phantom of the Opera with Claude Rains. That was the only color movie in the Universal Monster movie series. Yes, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
And that one goes overlooked a lot when I do these horror remake chats. So I'm
Mhm.
glad somebody brought that one up. Movie Chat wants to know: do you prefer the slow or the faster zombies? I honestly both work. That's very hard to choose because they both work in that scenario. It just depends on, I guess, what anxiety level you want that day when you want to watch a movie.
That's true. I like them both. For just again, depends
It's
on my mood, but I think they both can be very effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends upon what you're doing with either one, because you can have the slow zombies and still be effective, just like with Zombieland. Some of those are slow, some of those are fast.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have, like, even in the Walking Dead series, those zombies are not fast, but they're still very dangerous, whether you're just one or you get into a horde. So to me, it all depends upon what you do with the zombies and how you present them.
Yeah. Mage says movies. I don't mind fast zombies. Games stop running faster than me. Here's a good question from somebody in movie chat. They want to know: do you like the original Black Christmas, the 2006 Black Christmas, or the 2019 Black Christmas?
I was waiting for this one.
Oh, okay. So Monty
Oh,
already knows this. Monty already knows this. But I am a huge the original Black Christmas. I have a lot of respect for. I think it has talks about a
Mhm.
lot of things. At the time was really groundbreaking. I fucking love 2006 is because of incest flesh cookies. It
Mhm.
makes my holidays. It's my go-to Christmas, and I fucking it's just such a blast. The 2019 one, I didn't like it all, but I do know the director was working
Yeah.
through some stuff. So for
Mhm.
that reason, I respect it. But it's not a good movie. But the fact that salt, and if it helped anyone, good. But as far as the movie goes, it was not good. So there you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel sorry for her, and I understand what she was trying to do,
Mhm.
but you don't force your messages down people's throats. Yeah, we get it. Most men are terrible,
Yeah.
especially right now. But you can't have your movie force your message down your throat, where you say that all men are toxic or all men are bad, or the fact that you got some black goo is the
Mhm.
reason why men are all toxic. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dangerous
Tom
message.
says Invasion of the Body Snatchers 78 is my favorite remake.
Oh yeah, can't forget that
Uh,
scene.
Good one. Good one. Donald
Oh,
Sutherland.
yeah.
da, 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 da. Subway says, didn't we do the remake of Black Christmas years ago with Lex when she was on? We did. We did the 2016 one.
Mm-hmm.
But we did, or not 26, sorry, the 2006 one. We didn't bother with the 2019 one because that one, like Monty said here, it's just not a very good movie at all.
No.
I agree. I don't like movies where either it says all women are bad or where all men are bad. I hate that. I hate that so much. It makes it's just, yeah, there's bad people in everything. So conquer it already, you know? I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it's like, I don't like that being pushed because people then start believing everything. And it's, I don't know. It's just weird to me. That's why I didn't like that one either. It's just bad.
No.
Movie chat says that makes sense. When I watched it, I didn't know how to
I
take
totally
it.
agree. I mean, it's a damn thing to say that everybody in a group is just bad because they're men, women, what.
Yeah. And I think like that's where I think like that's where like we talked about this before when I like have beef with some of the women in the industries, like that's how they're pushing it. Like, stop doing that. You know, just stop doing that, and you'll actually make good stuff. Women are just as talented as dudes, and the stories would go further if you just stop hating on people all the time. You know, it's all right. And the thing too is like you can bring awareness to a bad group or a bad cause without trying to alienate everybody else around you. And I just think it's just poor taste.
Yeah, and dangerous. A very dangerous. It sets a very dangerous precedent.
Yeah. Okay, they said Fright Night the original or Fright Night 2011.
Ooh, yikes! I'm a fan of Peterson being a magician. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't go with it, guys.
No,
Chris Sedan, even the cameo couldn't save it.
No, it was. Special.
You didn't like seeing Doctor Who as a magician or dressed up in those tight leather pants that David Tennant wore?
No, I didn't. No.
That's another one where I just think they were just making a mockery out of the original, because the original one was already campy as it was, but it was also like a good horror movie at the same time. It had that beautiful blend of cheesy campiness that we know and love, and then it had that like really creepy vampire stuff going on. And then the remake, which I forced myself to watch one time,
The Hammer is what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't a fan of it. I love the original Fright Night, and
I actually like the Fright Night. Yeah, but I like the Fright Night remake. Seeing David Tennant outside of playing Doctor Who, I thought he did a pretty good job. He wasn't trying to copy Roddy McDowell's. He put his own spin on it. Yeah, I know. I understand some people didn't like it, but I thought he did a good job. I thought, what's his name? Colin, whatever his name is. I thought he did good as a vampire. I mean, he wasn't Chris Sarandon, but I thought he did a pretty good job playing a good vampire. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Slasher Fred says another remake that I love is John Carpenter's version of the 60 horror classic Village of the Damned, although it feels like they have copied everything from the old movie.
There's some difference between the two. There's some difference between the two. Damn, somebody got diabetes. Yeah, I know that feeling. There's some difference. Yeah, there's some difference between the original version and the remake. Although the remake is kind of silly at times.
But the remake does have a really good cast. It does have a pretty good cast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Reed and Christy Allen.
Absolutely. Oh, they want to know Night of the Demons, original or the 2009 remake that does not get talked about as it should. They think the 2009 remake isn't bad, and I have to agree with that. Like, it's nothing that like I think I would watch several times, but I could sit through it. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's got a
like
good
it for
cast.
what it is too. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, not bad. They did something a little different. They didn't try to copy off of the original Night of the Demons.
Sorry about the slag.
No, you are fine. We're gonna roll with it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens, man. Tech is a weird thing.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah. So I really didn't mind the other remake of Night of the Demons.
Yeah, I didn't think it was all that bad. I think like it's something that definitely goes overlooked, and that if you are a horror lover, you should give it a chance, even if you are a stickler for the original. I love the original, but 2009, I think the 2009 era and the 2010 era was like the last decent era before things got so like completely wonky and cash grabby. I think there was a time when like the remakes had heart in them, and it was genuinely people that loved the original and they want to just put their own pizzazz on it. And then eventually now it was just like, okay, let's just slap Halloween on this and make money. I don't know if you know this, but the original House of Wax is a remake of Mystery of the Wax Museum.
Yes.
Fred says.
Talk about the Vincent Price one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you guys see that interview with Vincent Price talking about being in the audience of the movie theater of that movie?
I can't remember it, but I remember him doing that interview, but I can't remember what he said.
He was talking about like how he was sitting behind these girls that were watching the movie, and he waited till the end and he asked them how did they enjoy it, and they like really threw their popcorn and left the theater because they realized he was right behind them. I would have loved that. I would be like, dude, let's hang out for a while. So movie chat's asking, what do you guys think is a great foundation to actually do a decent remake? I am a film student and I'm working on remaking one of my favorite films, but sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to copy a bit too much. What do you think, as a viewer standpoint, what's important to you when one of your favorite films is remade? That was a mouthful. Holy crap. So basically they want to know what we think is important to have a decent remake.
For me, I think what is really important is to be respectful to the source material, but also give it a little bit of a new twist as far as not to be disrespectful. I think sometimes the best movies are movies that weren't that good, like had good bones, but weren't that good to begin with, and then you kind of can elevate it. I've seen a few movies that got remade that are better that way.
I agree. I think that's how remakes should go. Like, I'm not like pick the ones that are not good. Like, there's a lot of bad horror movies out there that if given the right person, I think they would do fantastic. Speaking of which, ahead of time, October 7th is the next chit chat. We're going to be talking bad horror movies that are good. So, Monty, if you want to be involved in that one, my friend, you're more than welcome. Jen says she'll be there for that.
Yeah. It's just like what Jen said. Show a little respect. Pay a little homage of the source material or the original, but try to come up with your own ideas that kind of make sense. You can actually change some aspects of the original story, but just like I said, just give a little homage and give some respect. But that's what makes a decent remake.
And like I mentioned before, that Night of the Living Dead remake would be top notch for your research because Tom really enjoyed it. He had heart in it, but he did his own twist, and it still made it kind of like an original. It could have stood by itself. You didn't even have to look at the old one. So if you want to look in that area, that might help you out, my friend. And if you are making something, please show us. We want to see it.
Yes, right. Yes.
Let's see. I've got trying to play catch up here. Pet Cemetery. What do we think? What do we think about Pet Cemetery? That's the next one that they're tagging.
All right. Okay, so Pet Cemetery is one of my golden standards. It's like my favorite Stephen King book, one of my favorite movies of all time. And I fucking thought Del Metcalf did a beautiful job. Fred Gwynne. I mean, it's just a fucking amazing movie. That remake made me angry. Now, to be fair to the remake, the marketing did hurt it because we all knew going in the big twist in it. I think, but fucking John Lithgow was just sleepwalking through that one. I mean, he almost acted like he didn't want to be there. Jason Clarke was okay, but it just unfucking necessary. It was better though than I will say that better than the freaking prequel that came out.
Yeah, that prequel was awful. I was giving it a chance, and I'm like, okay, but
Night Gator.
We will be talking about The Thing soon, Slasher Fred. That's another good one. Yes, that
Uh,
is another one on the
yeah,
list.
it's like this. The I don't know who was the marketing team and why they allowed that twist to be shown in the trailer.
I don't
I
know.
think if you don't show that in the trailer, that would freak everyone out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if you want to make changes from the source material and
Mm-hmm.
in the first movie. That's good. I said, "Wow, that's fantastic." They went there. They decided to do the girl and not Gage.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, whatchamacallit, he was okay. I actually thought the girl who played whatchamacallit, I thought she actually did a pretty good job
Yeah.
in the film.
Ellie.
I thought she was pretty good. Ellie, yeah, I thought she was good. She was creepy after when she came back, but something was missing. But besides the fact that the twist got
Yes.
ruined, but I believe something was missing. I
Mm-hmm.
have no problem with John Lithgow. He's not going to be Fred Gwynn,
Mm-hmm.
but something was missing out of it on that. But that's the problem when you decide to take a remake and you had a great performance,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to get that same type of
Caliber.
caliber of performance that you got from whatchamacallit
Mm-hmm.
from Fred Gwynn. It's just like you're trying to get. It's
Hmm.
like with the what probably should talk about it. It's just like with the Nightmare remake.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I enjoy what Jackie Earl
Hmm.
Haley did with Freddy, he didn't. He wasn't trying to copy what Robert Englund has done, but unfortunately, he got hampered by a bad script, and that's the
Yeah.
same problem here. Just a bad script.
A lot of times I think especially with this remake, I think they were just banking on the name, the name alone, and it just didn't
Yeah,
really allow like the story to flourish the way it should have been, in my eyes. It's just
I would agree.
and I think that happens most of the time. They're like, cool, we're just gonna slap this on, ride the wave, hope people give into it. But I think it could have done better for the younger audience to drive it back to the original. Like if it was me remaking it, I would have like hidden Easter eggs to the original maybe a little bit more and made it more immersive for the person, because that's an immersive story. Like even when you read the book, I mean, I've read
Very
it
much.
several times myself, it's
Oh
very
yeah,
immersive, and the remake just
Yeah.
isn't bringing you in like it's supposed to for that one.
yep,
So that one I have to say the
The remake
original
is
for
like the
me.
Cliff Notes, basically, is what it is. It's like the
Yeah.
Cliff Notes
pretty
version.
much.
Yeah, definitely for people that kind of just want it here, let me just play the story and that's it. Definitely not for those that want to fully get involved here. Oh,
Mhm.
they want to know what we think of the Thing remake. Slasher Fred brought that up, so I'll just bring that up right now.
The John Carpenter one or the prequel?
The John Carpenter one, 1982. They actually prefer the original because they think the
Okay.
fast talking in the original is more engaging than watching the slow tempo of John Carpenter's.
You mean the 56 film
Yep.
with Will Arnett
Okay.
as the
That's an
thing?
interesting topic.
Mm-hmm. I know. Normally, I get told I talk too fast in that one, so that's
Mm.
all right.
those films are very very different. Between the thing from another world
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
John Carpenter's The Thing. So you're talking about very two distinct different films.
Yup.
You know.
I agree with that one for sure.
Mhm.
The only remake I saw in the cinema was Cape Fear Great Memories, Tom says. The Thing from Another World came out in 51. It did. And I
Yeah.
I showed Paige that movie and she was like, it's overstimulating me because they're talking too fast like auctioneers. And I was like, yeah, I didn't realize how fast they talk for people that aren't used to those movies. So,
Yeah.
but
I think when you watch as many of
It
the
does
50s films as I saw during my childhood, they didn't talk fast to me.
they don't talk fast to me either because like that's the kind of stuff my grandma deemed horror safe for me when I was
Mhm.
younger. So the Psycho remake, the poet. No, you're gonna make Monty Short Circuit.
Oh boy.
This is the second chat where somebody brought that up.
No. No. You would have to. If there's
It
if
had
there's
to
one
come up,
thing
Monty.
film that I do not. Yeah, I know it's gonna come up.
I was kind of hoping it would because we touched on this last time.
If there's one film that I don't like that's worse than The Exorcist 2, The Heretic, it's the Psycho remake. It's like I don't know what Van Sant was thinking about. It's like this. Yeah, I know you want to respect Alfred Hitchcock, but you don't have to shoot your film shot for shot.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No.
And nothing. And nothing
No.
against Vince Vaughn, but there's nothing against Vince Vaughn. He's not creepy enough to play
Anthony.
he's
It,
not creepy enough to play Norman Bates.
it felt too
No.
goofy. He's more of the goofy guy to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Much like with the Pet Cemetery
Go ahead.
remake, it was
You're
missing
fine, Gemma.
something very much. In
Yeah,
his
it was
performance, there was something missing, and there's a heartbreaking. I think what people forget about Norman Lee makes it terrifying is he's a heartbreaking character. If you look at it from a psychological standpoint, he's a heartbreaking character, and that's what makes him so sinister. He's one that can creep you out but break your heart at the same time. And
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn
Mhm.
just didn't bring that.
Anthony Perkins captures like what you mean. Like you're creeped up on him, but you have empathy for him because you kind of want to understand. You understand why he's kind of touched in the head after all he's gone through. So you kind of have like this. Ah, man, I know you're a psycho. Yes, I agree you need to be locked up, but I also hope you get help sort of thing. Where Vince couldn't capture that. It just looked like your creepy
Yeah.
uncle peeping on you, man. Like that's what it came off. He's too goofy of a guy. I've only seen him in like goofy-ish roles, so for me to see him like that, I'm kind of like, this is way miscast because he's not one of those actors that can pull off, you know, maybe like a serial killer thing, but not a Norman Bates character.
I mean, because like I think because of his comedic, that's why Freaky worked.
Yep.
That's why Freaky worked, but unfortunately, this one did not.
Absolutely. Movie chat said, "Do we have to take a drink every time Monty has to hear about the Psycho remake?" I hope not. I hope not, you guys.
No, I don't. No, my drinking days are way over with.
I think they're planning on it instead.
Okay.
Slasher Fred said The Fly, David Cronenberg takes a very classic movie about messing with God and turns it into a body horror movie. Yes, I actually don't mind the 86 Fly remake. I think that's another good one where he took the base material. Vincent Price, fantastic film. I love the original, so I'm always going to pick the original. I'm a Vincent Price girly. But I do think that's a very good remake. And we just recently showed that one on the channel for panel night. And Paige saw it for the first time. And when it showed him doing like the whole body morphing, she was actually getting grossed out. And like she was feeling it. And I was like, see, this is what I mean.
Thanks, Charles.
Charles got covered.
Yeah, for me, as much as I enjoy David Cronenberg's The Fly, it never tops. Help me!
Exactly.
Help me! You know, because I was like 9 or 10 when I first saw The Fly. My mother told me about it, and seeing that little guy's head against, I was busy. I couldn't stop laughing because to me it was funny, and my mom was like, "Something's wrong with you." I said, "Can't help it. The guy looks funny with a little small head, screaming, help me, help me."
And I think like somebody in movie chat says the original Fly, I like that too. While it is campy by today's standards, it did take like the people of that day, how their true reactions would be, and the 86 version just expanded it for the modern audience and made it more glorified.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Does Return of the Living Dead 85 count as a remake? I love that one, Charles says. Was that a remake or wasn't that just another? There's so many Evil Dead, or not Evil Dead, Living Dead.
The Return of the Living Dead, that's just the original film.
You know,
a lot of some people confuse it with Night of the Living Dead. That's where the problem comes in. But Return of the Living Dead, that's the original film. But people confuse it because they think it's a remake of Night of the Living Dead.
No. Slasher Fred said Return of the Living Dead can be seen as a remake or a good spoof of Night of the Living Dead. So I could see that there.
I can too.
Movie chat says, I was here when we did the Fly remake. I was praying for poor Paige. Holy crap, I've never seen her so disgusted in her life. I forgot to warn her about how bad the the teeth falling out and the ears and him keeping his body parts. I forgot to warn her ahead of time because I love the movie and it's normal to me.
Oh no, see, you did the right thing not to tell her that, so that you can see her you get the exact expression.
It was like, because me and Gringa are just like, Gringa has a giant crush on Jeff Goldblum, so she was all like, put the camera lower every time he was walking around and his skivvies there. But like, she was having a grand old time, and like I'm over there like, the gore is awesome, I love the effects, and then Paige is in the middle holding her blanket like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? So yeah, I agree. I'm gonna always choose the Vincent Price version over, just for the same reason as Monty, because how can you not? How can you not?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I think they would go head to head. I think we're pretty much on the same.
Unfortunately, they do not count. They do not count. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, 80 porn spoofs don't count. That'll
Wish
be
they
another episode
did.
on Mercy After Dark. Slasher Fred said, Night of the Living Dead from 90. It feels like they had copied most of the original movie from 68, but they sure changed Ben's fate in the original movie. He was mistaken for a zombie. Yeah, but I like the subtle changes in that one too, though. And they made Barbara a better character. I'm sorry, but I do not like Barbara but I understand why Barbara was like that in the original. But my goodness, girl, come on, we gotta fight. We gotta fight, girl. Come on, we don't have time for this. We gotta fight. You can freak out after. We gotta fight first, okay? Freak out after. We'll have drinks, we'll have cake, we'll do whatever.
I've had this original Barbara. Because I think it gives such a good portrayal, just someone in complete and utter shock, and that is how some people would react. You see your brother get killed in front of you, you might go into complete shock. And I thought the actress did a really good nuanced performance, but I can understand it. I think that's why again sometimes remakes are great because the more, like you said, fight, girl, fight.
Yeah. And the thing is, the original Barbara, I completely understand that. Like, I'm not dogging the actress. I'm not even dogging like that character, because it was necessary in the original one and it fit perfectly. And I don't think a strong Barbara would have worked in that time because of just how it was, story-wise back then. The 90s, it made more sense. I just personally, if I was in that situation, that's one of those movies that like has me put myself in their positions, and I'm someone that's like, okay, let's get over the hurdle first and we'll freak out after. So like I apply that when I watch that movie, and I'm just like, girl, we don't have time. And I do enjoy the fact that everybody hates Cooper on both versions, though. Everybody hates Cooper in both versions. Everybody votes Cooper off the island. Like, and it's just, we don't like Cooper. Nobody likes Cooper.
No.
Movie chat says, well, damn, my name's Cooper. We like you, Cooper, but just not Night of the Living Dead Cooper. Okay. The Hills Have Eyes. 2006 remake versus the original. Guys, what do you think?
Okay, this is a hard one because I love Wes Craven's version of The Hills Have Eyes. I think it's a fucking brutal movie, particularly the scene when they're fighting with the baby. My blood runs cold every time I see them fighting for the baby. But I also, fun thing about the remake is that it was Alexandre Aja who directed that one, who I fucking love. I adore that man. I think he's nuts in the most wonderful way possible. I think they go pretty much, I think they're can be pretty much on level with one another. I do give it to Wes Craven just a bit, but I think Aja's is damn good. I really do.
This is another one where it's hard for me too, because I think like they both serve a purpose in horror history. I think like the remake just expands on it, but also has the same creep factor, and it still gets you going. You're still trying to figure out what's going on without it being just, slapping the name on it, like we were talking about before. So it is a decent one. I've only watched it like a few times because I prefer the original. I think like the grainy visuals of the original just hit a lot harder. The Poet likes both. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
It does.
So, because I just feel like the graininess just fits better for movies like this, but that's just my visual preference of watching the movie. If I just take that out of the picture, I think they both stand very, very good in horror.
Yeah, because the original had that grainy, drive-in feel. It was, for me, it was part of the ultra-violent films that came out during the 70s. The remake actually does a great job. He puts his own spin on it. It's just it's violent, but it's very brutal. And a lot of great practical effects.
Absolutely.
So that's why they're both good, but they both have their own style. You have Wes Craven's style, you have Aja's style.
Charles has never seen The Hills Have Eyes. So yeah, we will do the original and the remake. I will definitely put that on for October. Maybe I'll do it for a Friday, Saturday, just so you can see the differences. But it's a very good film.
And The
Yeah,
Hills of
they
Ice
both
2
are.
is pretty good too.
Mhm. Sasha Fred said the HBO
Mhm.
series Tales from the Crypt has made a few remakes of the segments that were in the 72 movie, like and All Through the House with Mary Ellen Trainor. It turned into a home invasion theme. Yes.
Mhm.
I did
Yeah.
80. I did.
Good.
It was oh yeah, I forgot I'm also streaming on Facebook. Look, relatives, if you see this, comment. It was a long time ago. Last House remake, your thoughts, the poet says. What do we think of that one?
Ooh.
The last house on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that another one of those ultra violent films that came out during the 70s. The remake, again, it's more brutal, especially the unfortunate AS scene
Mm-hmm.
with the girl. I did like the revenge that her parents do. Her parents do.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mhm.
some lack of character development though in the remake though.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
prefer the original
I would
for that
agree with
one.
that one.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I think the
I do
original just
too.
has a
I
more
do too. Now, the
cohesive
original
story.
is not perfect though.
No, but
Hmm.
it just feels like the story's a little
It
bit
does,
better and
but the
not
original
so
is not perfect.
lacking. Oh my
Yes, I
gosh.
would agree. It's just I think Wes Craven, that was his first movie, and the he does try to add a little comedic element, and that
Mhm.
doesn't quite blend with but the scenes with the horror are so good that the rape scene in that is just fucking horrifying. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's just
Hmm.
horrifying. And you can say that that's a remake too, because it's basically the Virgin Springs. He
Mm,
was basically doing the Virgin
that's
Springs is what he
true.
was doing.
That's true.
So, mhm.
Charles.
The first time I smoked weed was Boy Scout. That's
Oh my
terrible.
goodness.
And a church too.
We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Alright, here's one. The original Evil Dead versus the 2013 Evil Dead.
Ooh, hard
I
one.
just actually saw I actually saw both of them because they're
Mhm.
both on HBO Max.
Mhm.
They're both two great horror films. You know, you got Sam Raimi in that original film. You know, everyone was great in that particular film. They did a great job with the limited budget that they had. You got to give them credit. And what they had to go through to film that film, and they actually had to stay there because they didn't have any money. So he
Mhm.
slept. So Bruce Campbell said they slept in the home, and it was cold. It was damp. It was very hard conditions to film in that
Oh
area.
yeah.
Yeah, and of course, obviously the remake is fantastic. I mean, even though they really don't call it
Yeah.
a remake, but yeah, it's fantastic. I thought Janet Levy was a fantastic lead actress. She did a great job, and the practical effects were good.
I will always choose the
Mhm.
original because I'm a campy bastard and Ash Williams is just me as a man. But I I prefer don't get me wrong, like even the 2013 one, like it took me a bit to watch it, mainly because when that came out, I was still a little bit of a snob when it came to remakes, and now as I grew up and realized you can appreciate remakes too, I watched it again. I would say it is a decent remake now. Um, but I'm doing my review of Evil Dead Burn too, and the thing that gets me about these new Deadites though, I really wish they would stuck with the old like paler face makeup because I think it just makes them scarier. But that's like the only nitpicky thing that I got. Especially, I will always choose the campy sarcasm of the 80s over anything anybody puts out. But to sit here and trash on the 2013 remake like I used to was definitely just me being young and dumb and stupid and kind of in my, we're all like, we not really giving it a chance. And revisiting now years later, I'm just like, you know what? It's not like bad, but it's not like, trash like I thought it was originally.
Mm.
It's weird because I had a very similar thing. I didn't particularly like the 2013 for a long time either. And then I did a rewatch with the Trash Picture Show, and I'm like, okay, it isn't the one, but it's not bad if I go in with an open mind. And I also like the fact we're using the metaphor for drug abuse. I thought that was really good. Addiction
Yeah.
was, what that whole thing was. And we do have more of a story with that one than we do with the original, if we're being fair.
Yeah.
So, there's a little bit more of a reason to be there and all of that. So there's some good points and bad points.
I think the reason the original also speaks to me is because, like, I literally live in the woods, and that feels like there's something that would happen on the side of the mountain. So but it's just, and like I said, I'm more of like the campy vibe with it, and I like watching Bruce Campbell go a little psycho with the Deadites. But if you do take the 2013 one and start there and use the 2013 and then these new ones together, I think it works out a little bit better than if you're constantly comparing it to the 80s one. You know what I mean? So now that I've rewatched it, definitely, I'm glad you had a similar experience. Though. I thought I was alone in that, but because a lot of people gave me shit.
I actually did too.
A lot of people gave me shit for not liking it. I'm like, fine, I'm gonna rewatch it. And now I'm just like, okay, now it like makes a little bit more sense. Now that I'm paying attention, that I'm being more, less of a snob about it. And it just happens. You're young, you're dumb, you're immature. It happens. People grow. So here's an interesting one: the Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus the 2003 remake. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus the 2003 remake. Well,
I'm always going for it. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No. I think the 2003 one wasn't too bad. It's not going to be as good as the original. I'm always going to choose the original for that one when it comes to that, because the original was the one that really made it stand out. Sally is a fantastic final girl at the end there. Everything is like raw. Yes. But the 2003 one, I think, is a good one for people just getting into horror. Like it's not as grainy and gritty as the original, in my eyes anyway. Maybe I have different standards, but I don't think it was too bad.
No, I don't think so either. I think it was fun. It was kind of like, again, another hot take. I like the Friday the 13th remake a lot too, and a lot of people hate that one. And I didn't think that was bad for what it was. Not as good as the original for sure,
of course.
But it was fun.
It's what I call a good movie that you could put on while you're doing chores around the house. It's a background noise movie. It's not really good. It's not really bad.
Turn off your brain.
It's kind of just keeping you company in the background.
As much as I enjoyed the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, again, one of those ultraviolet films that I saw during the 70s, but I prefer the remake better.
Yeah,
I just do.
Oh, really?
It's brutal. It actually is a bit just as grimy, but just more dingier and darker than the original film. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Element. Oh boy,
Element OP. Come on.
Yes. The drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. He's great. He's great in the role. So yeah. So I
great in that. He's the best part of that.
Yeah, he's pretty good in that particular film. Yeah, so Jennifer Beals, she's good.
She was great in that one, and I think she did. Her doing a great job is why I say it's not too bad of a remake. Because when it first came out, I was like, oh, I just all right, cool. I was like, in middle school when that one came out, so I was like, okay, but I'm used to the whole grainy side, and I like the grainy film of the 70s. Like that's my perfect aesthetic, so that's why I always choose the original.
Yeah. Are you there? Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Charles.
The poet says the Omen remake I did not mind.
I can understand that.
What's okay? Okay, they're bringing this up right now. Friday the 13th, 2009 versus the original.
I think it's fun. I saw that maybe because I saw that one in a drive-in, so maybe that added to my enjoyment level. But I got to see it in a drive-in, and it was a lot of fun. Because it's not like, but it was fun, and I like the badass Jason and how he's moving all over. I mean, if you think about it too hard, sure, you're gonna have problems. But if you just go in there have a good time, it's just a good time kind of movie. I didn't get mad at it.
To me, it just played like a horror haunt. So it's like you said, fun. It's not supposed to be taken as seriously as the original. And that's why I kind of just, there's a place for both, I think. For the people that like the fun stuff instead, definitely go with the original.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I actually like the Friday the 13th remake. Derek Mears played a great Jason because he's more frightening and threatening in his particular Jason than it comes to Kane Hodder.
Mhm.
Okay, Kane Hodder guy, I thought he moved very well. I didn't like the ending. I thought it was a big cop out when it
Right.
came to the ending, but I thought they did a very good job. I actually liked the whole beginning of Friday the 13th because you almost spend
Mhm.
a whole good almost half hour before you actually get to see the title card.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh
that was
boy.
cool.
Now they're doing this one. Okay.
uh-oh.
Halloween versus Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Okay, okay. Like, I'm not even going to apologize. Like, if you guys don't get him and don't like him, I know there's a lot of people who don't like Rob Zombie shit. I am one of these people. I like Rob. I'm into it. Is it as good as the original? I guess not. But I liked that he did something different. And yeah, he does what Rob Zombie always does, gives them a dysfunctional redneck family, sure, but it was fun. And I always stand up for Sherry Moon Zombie. Everybody gives her shit, but I actually think she was really good in it, particularly in the set. I even stand up for the Horse of Symbolism, the second one. And
Mm.
Brad Dourif gives a really good performance. And Malcolm McDowell, it's not Donald Pleasance, but it's pretty good. I stand up for those movies. Only one that does.
I love Rob Zombie, but for me, I like the original Halloween more because there was more mystery to Michael. I feel like that worked better. I think Rob, like, I understand what he's
A
doing,
lot of
and yes,
people.
absolutely great performances, especially by Malcolm McDowell as Loomis. Perfect choice. I liked how big Michael was,
Mhm.
but it kind of took
Yeah.
away the mystery for me as to why is Michael psycho. I think had he done the route where we got a little bit more backstory where like the family was actually decent instead and this kid's going weird, like what is he just born evil, like we would have this little bit of curiosity that we get with the original, right? Because like the original, his sister's just up in her room, he starts doing this, the parents come home, they look clean, you know what I mean? Like, so we get like why is he doing this? Whereas Rob kind of took a little bit of that mystery, yeah. And I think Rob went too far into the grit for that one. I think if he would have pulled that back, Sherry does great, obviously, for what it is, but that's just my biggest pet peeve, is just taking a little bit of that mystery out. I think it needs to be in there because that's what made Halloween Halloween. But I don't think it's complete shit either. I do think Rob did exactly what he does with his movies. I applaud him for that. It's just, for me, I would have to say I like the original, but just because I have that mystery with Michael, and I liked that because I think it's just like the hardcore version of, you're like, I really want to figure out this character. So like with the original, you're with Donald Pleasance, and you're with him trying to figure out Michael, and you just kind of don't get that with Rob's, because yeah, I would be a psycho too growing up in that damn house. I would do the same damn thing. Charles just says, you guys know I didn't see the OG Halloween until recently, but I really enjoyed Halloween too. Yes, we just showed Charles and 80, the first two original Halloweens. We did Halloween 3 already, and we're doing Halloween 4 next Saturday.
No, stop, no. Stop with 4. Stop with 4.
They voted to watch the whole
I love 4.
Halloween series.
No, I'm saying he can watch 4, but then that's it.
No, they want to go through them all, even the stupid
boy.
H2O one and the stupid Resurrection one. We're gonna do them all, and then we're gonna do Rob Zombie's ones too. We should do a remake of Wicked. Oh God.
When it comes to Rob Zombie and his version of Halloween, I actually did like most of his first Halloween. I actually thought Sherry Moon Zombie, actually, like you said, she did. I think it's one of her best acting jobs. When it comes to playing Michael's mother. I had no problem what he was trying to do. He was trying to show Michael's life. He doesn't give away much of why Michael does what he does. He just gives a little example. We still have that still mystery, unlike with the Thor trilogy. What comes after 4, 5, or comes with 4, 5, and 6.
5.
But with this one right here, I actually thought for the first, I would say, hour in the film was great. Unfortunately, when we get to Haddingfield and this version of Laurie Strode is when he does a copy shot for shot of the original Halloween. I thought he copped out at
Yeah.
the end. At the end, Halloween 2, I think that was Tyler Main was the most brutal I ever seen Michael until Halloween Kills came out.
Mhm.
Yeah, the horse never understood it.
Horse
I
symbolism.
never understood it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the symbolism, I get it. Don't know why it was needed. Uh, but like I said,
I think it was Art
I
saying, "See,
like
guys, I can be arty too."
I think he
I
was trying
think
to
that's
prove a
what he was
point.
trying to.
Well, unfortunately, I thought he missed. I thought he missed the mark with Halloween too, because I don't have no problem with Rob Zombie as a filmmaker, but I don't think he needs to direct but not write his own stuff.
I could
Because
see that.
yeah, 'cause I really enjoyed the Devil's Rejects.
Hmm.
I think that's his best film ever.
I agree.
That's his best film ever. And I
Hmm.
thought, like I said, in most of Halloween was good, but until we get to the second part where it's basically a shot for shot of the original Halloween.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like his Halloween 2, I think was a little bit weak on my end too. Like it was
Mm,
just, you know, but again, I don't think they're remakes where you just write them off. I think it's really important for people that do enjoy the original Halloween to take a look at them and just enjoy them too, because it's Rob Zombie and he's really good at what he does. But I agree, The Devil's Rejects was his top one, and after that, he's been trying to chase that Devil's Rejects ever since. He's tried to do that with 31, and we
he tried
watched
to do
that one
the
recently.
He tried to do a 31. Then, of course, then he does a sequel from the Devil's Rejects. Well,
Mhm.
unfortunately, Sid Haig was too. Or
Three from
you
Hell.
can see
Yeah.
how ill and sick Sid Haig was. Like, oh man, damn.
I actually have a signed picture of Sid Haig.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Oh,
He actually
nice.
loved coming up to Central New York, so he's a really nice dude. And it's a shame that he wasted that many years to make another one. Just why not do that closer to the Devil's Rejects when you know what I mean? Why wait for so long to do that? I don't know. And one of his films that I did like, I enjoyed Rob Zombie's Monsters, and I get hung for saying that. A lot of people like squawk at me for it, but I what
No, if put it
did
this way, if you like monsters, that's good.
no, my thing is like, what did people expect it to be, a gore fest? He's a lover of the show. Has nobody watched the original show? I didn't.
You
If you go in expecting the gore fest, I could see you being disappointed. But like, it's literally the monsters. Like, it's cheesy,
yeah.
it's weird, it's goofy. Like it.
It was like this when I saw it. It's what I expected to be. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting any gore because that's not what the monsters was. I
exactly.
liked the color aspect that he threw in there, which
Hmm.
I thought was a bit different from what he normally is. I
Hmm.
just didn't like the performances. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, I could see that too. I could see like Sherry Moon was a little bit annoying as Lily Munster to me, but I liked like Nosferatu being goofy, and I liked like the other character. I just thought it was a good story, and it's a good one for people that aren't necessarily like
and
really into deeper horror.
I like the actor that
Mhm.
played Herman, and he's
Mhm.
not going to be Fred Gwynn, but he put his own spin on it
Yeah,
though.
I think he did a good job. I just think Sherry was a
Yeah,
little bit weird as Lily.
he was annoying. He was
Yeah,
annoying.
I think she made Lily a little bit too dumb sounding, whereas
Mm,
Lily, she's not a dumb person.
mhm.
She's really like she's a strong
No.
matriarch character. So
Mhm. The character Herman, his voice got on my nerves. I thought his acting was great, but the voice didn't land.
I
Got
could
on
see
my
that.
nerves just a little
Mhm.
bit.
I
Yeah.
could see that for sure. There were some times where I was
But
like,
it was
really?
very complicated. It was a complicated movie. But there
Yeah.
was some good part. I liked it and I didn't like it. I had issues, but I didn't hate it. I saw what he was trying to do. I just don't think he completely hit the target with it. But I didn't hate it either.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, we have Child's Play, original or the 2019 movie. Oh boy, somebody broke Raunchy again.
No, no,
Oh
you gotta get
God!
Tinder
I
rant. You gotta get Tinder
fucking
rant.
hate that. It's not part of the Child's Play universe. I do not accept it. We do not accept this goddamn thing. It doesn't. Dawn had nothing to do with it, Monty. You know anything to do with it. God damn it.
Go ahead, say it, Jen.
That's why we
Say
have
it,
that
Jen.
goddamn thing.
Say it, Jen. Hey,
I'm wrong.
you haven't said it
It's
yet.
not fucking Chucky. It's not.
We broke
These
Jen.
things don't. Ugh. Monty knows how much I fuck. This is for fucking Coop. Oh my god, fucking blow me. Fucking hell, man. Monty, I hate that one. You know how much I despise that bullshit.
I didn't know, man. I was just reading movie chat to us, man. Don't shoot the messenger here.
Monty's just
I'm just kidding.
He's had to live to hear this for years. They had to medicate me on a horror hangout one night.
Jen wouldn't one of her really good rants when it comes to Child's Play 2019. She had us dying laughing. But a lot of people were going on this "Not My Chucky" rant when Child's Play 2019 came out.
No, my Chucky.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, I actually did like the Child's Play 2019. I thought they did a good job too, because at the time we were going with this AI apps controlling everything phase. You keep this up, you're gonna continue.
I fucking hate that movie, Monty. You know how much I want to burn it down. And like you said, it's not our Chucky. Jennifer Tilly said it wasn't her Chucky. All the important people said no, it didn't happen. Bullshit. Stupid movie. I had to sit in the fucking theater. I had to pay money to see shit.
Don't apologize. That's what we're here for.
Holding a Chucky doll. Where did he hurt you? Here.
I think one of the best rants Jen does is this one and that god awful movie that Amy Schumer starred in. I can't remember the name of that one.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear a good Jen rant, those are the two movies you'll get Jen to rant for a good 20 minutes.
Movie chat says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I broke her."
I've been
Hey, we
broken
just
for a
take
long
turns being
time. It's
broken.
okay.
I mean, put it this way. Yeah, the film. Yeah, a lot of people.
Did you like the Child's Play remake?
I didn't know. I like the original. The remake, I didn't even finish sitting through it. I think I only lasted like maybe 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I actually thought it was a pretty good horror film. I love the kills. The kills were very good. They were practical effects. They were very good. You know, it's like this. Yeah. It's not Brad Dourif, but I was not expecting Mark Hamill to do anything Brad Dourif did in his film. So he did his own take on it. Yeah, but like I said, I enjoyed it. It was one of my best films that came.
It was an abomination, Marty. Like, might as well have raped poor Brad. They might as well have raped poor Brad. Oh my, that's like, fucking God! It's fucking Brad Dourif. Show some goddamn respect. I love Mark Hamill, but God damn it! You know how much I love Brad.
Hey Bob, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Jen ranting. Poor Bob comes in.
Sorry.
It's like,
No, you're good. You're good.
and Marty, you're not doing anything. You're not doing Jen no favors with that line.
This is to be expected over here on Horror Chit Chats. Tom Baker says, "I never liked the Chucky puppet. He doesn't like dolls." Somebody says, "If you guys are recovered, I would like to know your thoughts of the 1960 13 Ghosts versus the 2001 remake 13 Ghosts."
There are two.
See, I told you, Jen. They're making lore about you. I told you.
It's like
Cool. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, the 213 Ghosts are two different type of movies. Obviously, you got the Vincent Price one, and then you have this one. So
I agree. And being a Vincent Price girl, I'm going to side with the 60 version. But I do
mm,
think the 2001 version was good as a standalone. Like you
yeah,
said, two different films. 2001 was definitely one that I stumbled upon first. And that's the first time I think I actually saw a remake before the original with that one. And it
mm,
did make me hunt to see if there was an original. And I'm glad I did. So I'm always going to choose the 60 version. Do I think the 2001 one stands the test of time? No, not really. I think I've only seen
no.
it twice. But
Mhm.
it's not bad. I think it would be fine for like people that just maybe aren't like super big into horror, but you need something generic for a movie night for Halloween or something. It's perfect for
Mm,
that.
Yeah,
But as somebody who
I would
loves
agree.
horror more movies as the genre and everything like that, it's the 60 version for me.
yeah, yeah. Because I like the
Yeah.
fact that they actually gave each of the ghosts their own backstory, and I thought that was
Mhm.
decent.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody says I'm gonna have nightmares of Jen screaming about Chucky now. I love it. Mainly because my name is Chuck.
Uh,
See, Dad, I told you, lore is gonna happen about
Why'd
it.
you
It's gonna
shoot for this?
happen.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
They want to say Mother's Day 1980 versus the 2010 remake.
Interesting when you bring up those two films because those are two vastly different films.
Mm.
Mother's Day was the typical violent slasher films that we came up. It was just ultra violent. Kind of remind me of the '70 films, how
Mm.
violent that film was. And
Mhm.
the remake starring Rebecca Domay was not violent, but it was more of a thriller. But I really had to give Rebecca Domay credit for how
Psychological.
yeah, she's very, very manipulative in that whole film. She's
Mm.
not violent, but the so-called kids or children of her,
Mm.
violent and how she makes people do the stuff that they don't want to do. Shows you how devious
Mhm.
and how manipulative that her character was. But she did a good job in that film.
Yeah, I would agree.
Tom says the thing is, if the puppet looks crazy, I don't find it scary. I guess I could see that too, like the over embellishment. Like obviously, it's supposed to be scary. I
Hmm.
think the innocent looking dolls are definitely more scarier than the sinister looking ones.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Somebody, the Crazies, 73 versus 2010.
Hmm. Yeah. Once again, you got two
Okay.
very different types of film when it comes to the Crazies. The Crazy was more of a thriller
Mhm.
because it was more about quarantine than anything. But the
Mhm.
crazies, that particular version, that was more of a horror thriller, horror in there because you're trying to
Yeah.
escape
Mm,
the town.
Yeah.
absolutely, I
Yeah.
have to agree with
I would.
that. I I don't think I actually finished the 2010 one to its full. I think I made it halfway, and I was just like, okay, like I just wasn't.
I'm just,
You got to turn in because it's 2:20 a.m. Thank you for stopping by, my friend.
All right, Marty.
There we go. We'll say goodnight.
like, Carlin, love you.
We promise not to make her rant too much. That's not probably not gonna happen. Um, so
See,
Don't worry,
that's
Marty
why
can do it.
that's why we love Jen so
of
much
course it is.
because of her rants.
Yes. I remember when I first ranted on your channel, Monty. I felt so bad at first, and I was like, "No, you know what? This is what these conversations are for."
Yeah, no, yeah, we love it. I mean, as much as
Exactly.
I don't rant, people love it when I rant. but but
um,
Hmm.
which I
You
almost
do
which
good rants when you do them.
I know I kind of did when it came to um Ice Cream Man.
yeah, I watched that one. I was
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, you.
kind of
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
watch this one."
kind of half ranted with that one. Yes.
As soon as I heard I watched this, so you don't have to,
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be a good review there. So this is a good question.
You rarely say that.
This is
Oh,
a
I
good.
I, I had to, because
Yeah.
there are some people that enjoyed it, and I said Hey, look, if you enjoyed it, that's good.
That's
And
your thing, yeah.
that's your opinion. I mean, like I
But
said,
it's wrong. No, just kidding.
it's like this. I expected the gore because that's Eli Roth. You
Mhm,
know, that's
Mhm.
that's his signature when it comes
mhm.
to the film. But that film was just terrible.
So this is an
Yeah.
interesting question from movie chat here. They said, let's talk a minute about the classic monsters that are constantly reimagined over and over again. Do you think people will get tired of seeing different renditions of Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, etc.? Has that all ran its course, or do you think that there will be more interpretations or adaptations that have not been focused on yet? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's
It, it
unique.
That is a good.
kind of yeah, it kind of depends upon the type of movie that it
Mhm.
is. We're never going to get tired of seeing films about Dracula.
Mhm.
It all depends upon how good or how good the film is or how bad the film is.
Mhm.
Um, so that's never going to end. We got what you call him is coming up with his particular version of werewolf.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm interested in seeing that
Yeah.
one. I'm interested in
Mhm.
seeing that one, and I think they're classic monsters for a reason. And I do think no matter how many times it's being done, everybody can look at these stories and get something different and bring it to the screen.
Mhm.
So it'd be hard to get tired of them. I would think. I always love seeing the different interpretations, but as long as they don't get cheesy to the point where like I wasn't really big on what was that one? I gotta make sure I got this one right. Let me make sure I got the right Dracula one.
The
Like
one that's
Dracula 2000, I didn't really like.
oh no no that
No.
I thought that
Nobody.
was a poorly done version, and I think they were just riding on the name. They didn't really have care for the lore at all. I didn't really
mm,
feel it as like an adaptation or a different version. It was just let's just slap this on and put 2000 on it for people to think like, oh, it's new and improved. It's just no, I didn't really like that one. Charles says I love what Hammer did with Dracula.
oh yes,
I
Mhm.
agree with
great
that.
Oh yeah.
The late great Christopher Lee.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Uh, Jen, what are your thoughts on them? The classic monsters.
I I think the past monsters. I think it's always. I think we're always going to have them, and I think it's a good thing because
Mhm.
I just think where I did like 30 vampire movies, my favorite 30 vampire movies, and there are
Yes.
thousands, and it's not just vampires. It can be werewolves, it can be all the classic monsters. And look
Mhm.
what Del Toro did with the basically creature from the Black Lagoon. He kind of updated it with the one and Shape of Water,
Mhm.
and it was fucking beautiful. And I think we can always
Yeah.
take these familiar stories. It's like a little black dress. They're classics for a
Yeah.
reason. They're never going to go out of style. Sometimes you're not going to get the
Mhm.
most perfect fitting dress, but when you do,
Right.
oh man, you're going to have a masterpiece. And I think
You
they're
are
always going to be in
fine,
style.
Dave. You are fine, Dave. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop telling yourself to shut up. That's the reason the chat is here, so you guys can chat with us. If we wanted you guys to shut up, we would have just been backstage ranting at each other. Uh, but yeah, it'd be hard not to have the classics involved somewhere because no matter where you look, it all started somewhere, and the little piece of that is in every movie, even if it's a different story altogether. A little piece of that is found somewhere.
hmm
So,
Yeah.
somebody wants to know the house on Sorority Row 82 versus Sorority Row 2009.
Okay.
Oh boy. Jen's winding
No, no, no,
up.
no. I won't
No.
go like a chick.
Yeah, she won't
No,
go.
no, no, no. I
She
just
won't rant that much about this one.
I won't. Kind of a crack. I think this one would be kind of a crash grab. Like we recognize if we're 80s slasher fans, we
Mm.
definitely recognize that property and
Yeah.
soulless, kind of a soulless one. What do you think, Monty?
It amazes me when you take a typical slasher film from the '80s and you try to update that with some of the, I guess you can call it, up and coming women actresses in that
Mhm.
particular film, Sorority Row,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden
Mhm.
you just have
Yeah.
them be these beautiful, I guess you can call them sexy women. Some of them wearing very slim outfits, at all times because that's basically what they're there for.
Mhm.
Well, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty good. It was. I thought it was
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I actually,
Mhm.
well, I like the fact who they found out who the killer was, so I
Mhm.
get the writer's credit on that. But I think it's just more about let's get some cute women together and have them look cute and make a slasher film.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
honestly, I
basically.
don't think I really. Again, I don't think that was another remake that I finished. Although I didn't really like the original. It's not one of my top favorite ones anyway. So to me, I just
Hmm.
don't have opinion on that enough. I would have to go ahead and revisit them before I could formulate a proper opinion for this one. So
Mhm. Another movie that they did was Slumber Party Massacre. They made a remake of Slumber Party Massacre, and while I love the original way more, they had
Mhm.
made more of a meta commentary, and it wasn't bad for what it
Mhm.
was. I still prefer the original,
Yeah.
but they at least were trying
Mhm.
something new while being
Yeah.
respectful.
Yeah, that one I saw, and I agree with you on that one because that one was much better. But as far as the sorority row one, like I said, the original one I never really finished, so I can't really say much on that one. All right, where did that go? Where did that go? Somebody says, where'd it go? The Amityville Horror 2005 versus the 79 version.
What can I say about the '79 version? Yeah, it was just, it was just, it was just boring.
Mhm.
Nothing really happened. I mean, the only thing that happens is get out,
Yeah,
and that's that.
yeah.
The priest,
The
the
end.
priest,
Just get out. It's fine.
and the
Yeah,
priest,
yeah, basically.
and the priest say the blessing, and he's got flies all over him. But that's it. There's really nothing happens. But obviously, when you get to the remake, that was very good. I really enjoyed that one. You got a nice jump scare.
Mhm.
Got some very creepy moments in that particular
Mhm.
film. I thought Ryan Reynolds was pretty good in that particular film as well. And
Mhm.
you get a more interesting backstory about why the house is haunted.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think the
and I think Ryan
2005 one
Reynolds'
is all that
performance
bad.
really saves it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
The lenses
It
of
was
such
kind of cool to
honest
see him.
people. But it's the 79 version. It just feels like I'm just waiting the whole time.
Yeah, you're like waiting for something
And
to
it's
happen.
like they could have done so much more with the story with it.
And then of course you got the
They could have.
15,000 remakes. I mean
Oh
15,000
gosh,
sequels.
if on Tubi there are so many Amityville remakes. I watched a really bad one the other day. It was so bad. My dude actually laughed so hard he almost pissed himself because it was just so bad. It was like one where like now the house is gone and the foundation is what's haunted and like these guys are trying to save the town from this haunted it was so fucking stupid. Like just it's gone
Isn't there an
already.
Amityville dildo one? Isn't there a
There's
dildo one
there's
too? I
so
haven't
many.
seen.
They have just taken the Amityville horror and like ran with everything. Like they're just like,
Yeah,
sure, we're just gonna slap it on there,
yeah.
Amityville toast. Like, come on, let's just
I
push
mean
it out.
they got an Amityville shark movie that
Yeah,
they made.
yeah,
Hmm.
I
yeah.
knew they
They
had that
do.
one.
It's. I'm like, whatever. Somebody says The Haunting, the 1999 version versus the 63 version.
Yeah,
It's
they
about
were both.
family. No, it's not. God, that's another one. God, it's a bad fan. No, it's not. God damn it. Oh, but I mean, guys like Catherine Zeta-Jones and that, so there's that. And she's like, man, they did not know how to write lesbians back in the early or late 90s, did they? Or,
No.
characters that, because it, yeah.
It
But
was
it's not about family. They got it wrong.
I enjoyed the original one. I remember watching the original one and was like, okay, this is really neat. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, original's pretty good.
And
Yeah, but
then like I watched the
Yeah.
remake and I was just like, okay.
That's
What?
kind of what I had the same type of reaction.
They were
You know,
trying to make it cool.
I think they were just I guess I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. To be honest with you, I think it was like the one most. I felt like I was watching a really long, cheesy music video with a band that can't get together. Like it was just so bizarre. Honestly, that's what I would call it. Is just bizarre. Like this shouldn't have happened. Although I do think if somebody today would try to do that one, because like we're leaning more towards like that kind of stuff lately. I would be curious to see what like one of the to-be independent companies would do, because there's a lot of good independent companies on there that could do a great job.
Oh yeah.
But that ain't it.
The only thing I felt sorry was Owen Wilson because he lost his head.
That one I could do that.
Yeah.
Wicker Man, 2006.
Yikes. The bees. Not the bees. Fuck me, man. And I loved The Wicker Man. I fucking love that. And I was just like, and some people love that movie because Nicolas Cage fans and all that. And I guess it's so bad it's good, but it wasn't bad enough for me to think it was good. Let me put it that way. I did not appreciate that because especially like what the original. I mean, original is so fucking good, and this is just like what the. That's just a what the fuck kind of remake is what that was.
I don't know what they were trying to do, and I guess Nicolas Cage thought he was supposed to really overdo his lines with those fake bees that come into.
That's another one that we just need to throw right out the window, honestly. So we got a couple questions from movie chat, and then they have a fun little game for us to play. So I figured we would do that as we are nearing down the wind down time. Obviously, I know it's a Wednesday, and that's why I moved the time earlier. Okay, so guys, do you think remakes ruin the legacy of the original or introduce it to newer, younger audiences?
It kind of depends upon the movie. You can like say you take the Evil Dead and Evil Dead, and you can have older people like myself who saw the original Evil Dead, and then you take the younger audience who probably saw Evil Dead first, but it actually might get more people to enjoy the original after they see the remake. So it depends upon the film itself.
I definitely agree with that. It's definitely not a black and white issue with it, because it's like you could have a remake where you're just like, man, I want to research it, and then you might have one where it's just like, okay, there's so many of them, you're kicking it, you're beating it like a dead horse. For example, Halloween is a prime example of that. As much as I love Halloween and Michael Myers, I just think it's been too much. Like, all right, already,
too much done.
It's done.
I agree with you guys. I think it depends on the movie. I think it really depends on the movie, and it depends on what you're seeing. Like, a movie that I'm surprised hasn't got brought up tonight did a remake that God made my fuck. If besides Child's Play, this was the other one that really pissed me off, was Firestarter. Oh my God! That was
yes.
Whoa! And I love the Native American actor in it. He's a fucking great actor, but they turned him into fucking Michael Myers, and I'm like, is he gonna adopt Charlie? I was like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck is going on? If I had never read the book or seen the original, I would never want to have anything to do with them because it was so fucking bad.
I actually forgot that one existed because I was like, nope, and then he erased it from my brain. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you want to talk about a terrible remake? Oh my God! And I feel sorry for the child actor because she's pretty good. She's pretty good, but unfortunately, I think she's been in two horrible remakes. I think she's in The Turning, and then she was in this one.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Jen is truly on fire tonight, Charles says. So there's another question. Are modern horror remakes too obsessed with explaining everything?
I don't know.
Depends on the movie again.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think for the shorter attention spans, because people are used to TikToks, they're kind of pushing a lot of information, but it's not explained really well in some cases. But again, it's a movie by movie basis as well, because if the director truly loves the original that they're remaking, they're going to obviously, you know, put more love and care to it. And then somebody that just wants to quickly write it and get it done, maybe use ChatGPT to write his damn script, then they're going to, you know, it's going to, you know, be wild with it. But again, movie by movie basis, we can't really say. What lesser known horror movie deserves a remake today? Oh, Tom,
Gotta
That's a
remake
good
the
question.
car. I want a remake of the car. I want a remake of the car.
I
please.
agree with that. I think that would be a good one to remake, honestly. That'd be fun. Movie chat
Peeping
says
Tom.
Blood
I'd
Beach.
love to see a remake of That'd be an interesting one.
Oh.
That'd be an interesting one.
Paying money to watch stuff is against my religion, 80 says.
Yeah, there is actually a horror
Curse
movie
of the Werewolf?
called The Sand, which is kind of similar to Blood Beach.
Mm. Yep.
That was
Yeah, I
pretty-
think
that
we were
was-
talking about that one when we did Blood Beach. Movie chat says, yeah, thanks to Blood Beach, I went out and bought similar shorts. I really dig them. For me, I would like a remake of Bowery at Midnight, which is a Bela Lugosi film that was almost lost. I think they could actually take that one and make it really neat. It's kind of like a crime / horror movie, and it was kind of like, you know, it's got all these great characters in it, and it had the nice horror twist at the end, which people didn't expect. And I think having that remade by somebody who's genuinely a horror fan would be really cool, especially with it, you know, being one of those lost films. It'd be really great. You can see it. It you know, but it's really buried. People forget about it. We actually did it not too long ago on a Wednesday watch along, and it's one of my favorite Bela Lugosi ones. You know, I'm a big Bela Lugosi fan, not just his Dracula stuff, like his other stuff too. I think he had a great, you know, everything about him. Yeah. Motel Hell, that would be an interesting one. Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Oh, Motel. Oh, yeah, definitely a good one. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I would agree.
But let's see. Which remake had the worst casting? Jen, don't kill me if this question triggers you. Worst cast.
Oh God, there's so many. Like there's
so many.
Probably I'm gonna go. I love John Lithgow, but he fucking he ruined for me. Well, he didn't ruin it, but that Purcell was just sleepwalking, and I love that character so much. That was bad.
I would have to agree with Jen on that one for sure. Not that he's a bad actor at all. It's just that the way they wrote him, the way they wrote the character was poor.
Yeah, for me, it's been fun with the remake.
Yeah.
The Psycho remake. It's probably others too, but
very good.
Yeah, but that's the only one that comes to mind right now.
What remake do you think deserves a second chance with a new remake? Hey. Oh. That's actually
that's a pretty good one.
I don't know.
That one, let's see.
That I didn't.
Let me
look at my list.
Charles, oh my goodness. Poor Jen's gonna need some loots to relax tonight.
I hated the Hitcher remake. I hated the Hitcher remake. You know, but the original is so. There are some movies. It's like Psycho. It's like The Stepfather. There are some movies that maybe we shouldn't touch because they did it so well the first time. So speak no evil. I know a lot of people like that remake. And McAvoy was good, but I thought I really did.
I think so too. Original, so. I agree with that one.
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
A remake is already a remake, and it's like if I just want to watch the good version, I'll just go to the original. So I don't know if I want to see another remake. You know, so that's a difficult question. I like it though. Points for a difficult question. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Would you rather see a shot-for-shot remake or a completely new interpretation? New interpretation. If
new interpretation.
See shot for shot, I'll watch the
new
original.
interpretation.
Yes. I mean, put it this way: when it comes to the Omen remake, the
Mhm.
only thing good about that is the creepy kid that they cast as Damien.
Oh my gosh, Tom, really? I don't know. I don't have Netflix. I use Tubi, but poor Tom doesn't have Tubi in Europe. It's not over in Europe. Um, they have a lot of vintage movies over there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Okay, where did that go?
we don't
Do
tell the.
that's when does a remake become so different that it should just be called an original movie?
When we can't even recognize it, like we have to remember, oh yeah, that's a remake. But that's again, I think it's when people want to cash in on a name, but want to do the cannibal movie, Monty, the one,
Cannibal
they
Holocaust?
did a remake.
Oh, the Green Inferno.
Wrong turn.
Oh, wrong
Oh,
turn.
wrong turn.
No,
Okay, yeah.
wrong turn.
Oh, yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
like it was a name.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh
that one I
yeah.
would say was really nutty.
Yeah,
I know it was the same, but yeah.
yeah, totally different when it comes to the original Wrong Turn to the Wrong Turn that we saw. Yeah,
Mm.
totally different. But yeah, but all of this is just Wrong
Yeah.
Turn in name only.
Edie says every time I see a
Yeah.
new remake come out, I can't help but wonder why they can't come up with new stories themselves, which in turn goes back to the answer cash grab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel that by a lot.
yeah, it's just that unfortunately when it comes to Hollywood and what they do with trends. Trends right now is it's IPs.
Yep.
It's what they are right now. Most time when you get an original idea, when you come with an original film, it doesn't make the type of money that this movie studios want. You know,
I feel really bad.
you get exceptions,
Yeah.
but unfortunately at this time right now, it seems like more people are just interested in established properties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What remake had the best casting?
Uh,
The remake.
that's
I don't
Charles,
know
it's
if
a
it's
good
the
remake
best
of
casting.
Soylent Green.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's the best casting, but I really enjoyed he played Michael Myers in the one. I liked the cast. I can't think of the actor's name. I'm sorry. I think I've this whole week I've been having a but in the silent, not the Silent Night remake from 2012, but one from 2025. I thought that was really good casting, and I really thought it was a good remake.
Hmm. Um, I thought Jana Levy was good casting in Evil Dead. Did a very good job.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, my favorite remake is the Night of the Living Dead one. So that full cast there, especially Tony Todd and everybody, I think that was very well casted. They took their
Hmm.
time with it. They showed their best love, and I think that one was overall best cast remake that I've ever seen. It really pulls you in. It doesn't make you cringe when you watch it. The cast was believable as working together, because that's another big pet peeve of mine is like if the cast doesn't feel like it's a real story. Like when I watch movies, I get fully immersed in the story. It's like reading a book for me. And that's the closest thing I could explain it, because my dude always looks at me like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, if I don't believe the characters would genuinely work together, it's going to pull me out of the story, because I'm just going to be staring at these people like, why are these people together? None of these people will talk to each other. Like, you know what I mean? So like, that's just how my brain works. And I just feel like that one was the best, and that one is very hard to follow. Very hard to follow. So they have a fun little game for us.
Yeah, I would agree.
Called Remake It or Leave It Alone. They're going to give us some movie titles, and we're going to tell them if we would remake it or leave it alone. So like, but this would be like if we say remake it, it would be like if we were going to be the director to remake it. So like if we ourselves would remake it, not somebody else. So keep that in mind, because then they'll probably ask why you would do that. Okay. So the first one they gave us is The Changeling. The Changeling. Ooh. If you had an option to remake it or leave it alone.
No, it's too good.
No. I would have to leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
I feel like if that one,
Yeah.
it would just be horrendously overly done if somebody tried to do anything, because you can't really take away from that movie and you can't really add more either. It's like a perfect balance, perfect balance right there. They
Would agree.
Leave it alone, like MTV. I want my MTV. Tom says The Changeling is one of
Charles
Tom's.
said you never saw it. You have to see it. You have to see the Changeling.
Oh, Charles. Oh, you weren't there that
It's a
night
good
we
movie.
did it. But I think you would like it, Charles. I do think. Edie, is that one still in the drive for Charles to watch? Because that one's a good one. It's a really good one that pulls you right in. A good ghost story. Okay, they said
It's a great movie.
Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Remake it or leave it alone. Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
I could see somebody doing something. I don't know if I could do something with that, but I think you could.
I don't know if I couldn't either, but I would actually have that one remake.
I mean, I think the only thing that I would do with it is maybe add a little bit more questioning, like was this like a vampire movie or just mental issues. I'd probably make it a little bit more on the darker side and pull you in more. But other than that, I think that one shouldn't be touched either, because again, it's something that came out when it should have came out too. It's one of those movies, whereas like now if you put it out, I don't think it would even register. The Legend of Hell House, remake it or leave it alone. Tom, what do you say? I know that's your favorite movie, right? Legend of Hell House.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
For me, I would leave it alone, but I would be curious to see what co-host Gilboy would do with it. And I only say this because of his love of movies like that, and I think he would do a good homage or like a good rendition of it. So yeah, but me personally, I would probably leave it alone. Let's Scare Jessica to Death, The Resurrection. Yeah, Charles, definitely. Thank you, Eddie. Definitely check out The Changeling when you get a chance, my friend. My favorite. Well, Gills could do it 100%. Yeah, even Tom agrees. Tom knows Gills. Yeah, I just feel like because he has enough love and care and dedication to it, he would actually be a good person to do a lot of remakes, I think. You would get along with Gills. Yes, I can't wait. He'll be coming back. He'll be coming back, man. He's just really pushing it. Somebody says The Stuff, remake it or leave it alone.
Oh, leave it alone.
Yeah.
I can't see anyone trying to recapture the campiness of The Stuff.
Also, I think they would just ruin it with CGI and not use the practical, and it would just be like this weird pixely stuff. But unless you get somebody that does it right, I guess. I don't know. I would leave it alone. But what about you, Jen? The Stuff.
Me too. I would leave it alone, and I think they might mess up the humor. Like the humor just works just as it is in that time capsule. The humor might translate now the same way.
I absolutely agree. Absolutely. Tom, you love his little bit of crazy ideas. Oh, well, Tom, I will have to tell you that he is working on a novel right now, and he said he was going to read it on his channel. So keep an eye out for that. The Devil Bat Skreek. Yeah, 80 loves the Devil Bat. Somebody says Chopping Mall. Remake it or leave it alone. You'd have to leave it alone now. There's no malls left.
Yeah, there's no.
That's true.
Yeah, all the malls.
That's a good point.
All the malls are gone.
Ours are starting to do a warehouse.
Yeah,
so
younger kids can go with the mall.
Yeah. But again, that's another Chopping Mall.
That makes me feel
another
old.
one that's one of the times. You know what I mean? Has anyone done a remake of The Bat? Well, actually, the Vincent Price version of The Bat is a remake of a 1926 film called The Bat. And that one is kind of goofy because the person is just like in a black like ballet outfit with wings and just dancing around, prowling around like the bat. It's fantastic. I need to watch it.
Chopping Ghost Mall.
Chopping Ghost. The Prowler. Would you remake it yourself or leave it alone?
Oh boy.
That one has potential. That one has potential. I
Yeah.
think could be to do a remake.
Good Bones.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Good
Very
Bones.
good bones. And if you got, I think if you, I'd go gorier. For me, I'd go gorier. I'd go more like kind of a Rob Zombie, grittier, gorier. Just yeah,
Mhm.
be good.
Yes, Chopping Law. Charles will remake Chopping Law.
It's deserted and haunted.
Yeah, but well, I guess the robots are just walking around. Whatever. But yeah, with the Prowler, good bones there. I could probably do something with that. And no, I forgot what I was gonna say because I got distracted.
Yeah.
Too much caffeine today. I'm sorry. But definitely good bones there. Definitely go with the gorier aspect. I think it would be a good fun drive-in kind of vibe was what I would take it as. So you could be a little bit more gorier, a little bit more grittier, but you know, Terrence Sears Hardware Department. That actually sounds like a movie title. Tom says, I told Gills, let's remake the car with it being more of a living, sweaty creature, a living car, Tom says. There you go. Burnt Offerings. Remake it or leave it alone. Burnt Offerings.
That'd be kind of a difficult movie to try to remake, though.
I agree.
Yeah.
It would be. That would be hard.
I wouldn't do it.
Nope. I would leave it alone. Leave it alone. There's some that need to be left alone. Here's an interesting one. Would you guys remake the Hammer version of Dracula or leave it alone?
The House of Dracula?
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Leave it alone.
You put it this way. I don't care who you cast. You're not going to get the Dracula that Christopher Lee was.
I would have to leave it alone because I think Hammer would be hard to remake without it going too cheesy. Hammer is a good blend of cheesy kind of theater, but also like horror and spooky and psychological in some of them. Yeah, so like I oh my gosh, Charles. Mom served me burnt offerings all during my childhood years. 80 says I'm smoking burnt offerings right now, coincidentally.
Oh boy.
But Hammer would be very, very hard to remake. I feel like it would be overdone because they are kind of embellished in their own way to begin with. So I would leave them alone.
You can't recapture the vibe either. You just can't. Not with Hammer.
Tom says, I see the Gorgon as a great remake. That I could see, but as far as like the Draculas and stuff, I can't see that. Make the head scary. Yes. And then somebody says the Centennial. Would you remake the Centennial?
You mean the Sentinel?
Yeah.
That has potential.
Yeah, good bones, I suppose. Maybe.
Yeah. Wouldn't know how to take it directly, but you could build on top of it, I suppose. And then the last one they sent us is the Entity. Remake it or leave it alone. The Entity.
No, I wouldn't mind seeing the Entity as a remake, but they would have to be very careful.
Yeah,
had to be very.
I wouldn't touch it.
I agree. It would have to be. It would have to be so careful that you'd get frustrated trying to remake the movie.
Yeah, trying to remake the movie because there's some very, very brutal scenes, and I give Barbara Hershey credit for what she went through in that, what she goes in that film.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It would be way too much for that. But that is all they gave us for tonight. We have been on here nearly 2 hours again. So 8 o'clock works best for everybody on a Wednesday for a chit chat, it seems. Perfect. We'll do that. The next one is October 7th. And it's Bad but good horror movie chit chat, because that's what you guys voted on. That'll be 8 p.m. That is a Wednesday. Just because we have September all full of all the birthday goodies. It's a lot of birthdays in September. So we'll do the next chit chat on August 7th, or not August, October 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And also Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, me, Mage, possibly Paige, we're doing the 1999 Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp. It was ATL's pick, so ATL, if you're still here, we're doing your movie pick.
Ooh, goody. I love Sleepy Hollow.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're available, join on in.
All right.
And then let's see, what else do I have here? I gotta put my thank you screen. Where is my thank you screen? My computer's all over the place here. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got the thank you screen to everybody that supports the channel. You guys are awesome. Do you guys want to highlight anything you guys are doing on your channels today,
or? My reviews of Soul Maid and Ice Cream Man are up right now. And the
only thing I've got up right now is I gotta check that one out. I've heard bad things of it, but I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, I haven't watched your Yeah, I'm gonna watch that movie first before I watch your video. I have it on I'm probably gonna watch it tonight when we're done here, because I always watch the movies first before I watch you guys. Yep, yeah, I remember you told me that last time, so I look forward to that.
I do too.
Movie chat.
I hope you like it. It's got a lot of it's very good. It's got a lot of commentary.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely check that out tonight. Movie chat has one more question for us, and they just said, what do you think would be good for somebody who's young like me? I'm 21. I only know remakes. Where should I start with originals for anything? Like, I've only seen the Hills Have Eyes remake. Do I go backwards? Is it worth it? I know you guys say you like it, but is it worth somebody at my young age right now, because film's definitely changing, to even go back that far, or just ignore it and start with the remakes as my original? That is a wordy way to do that. I think they're asking. Asking us.
Should they watch the original? Yes, you should try to watch the original films when you get a chance.
Yeah, because I think I think there's a language barrier here, so that's why it's kind of wordy. Because I think they're trying to translate into English. But what I'm thinking is, I think what they mean is, and correct me if I'm wrong, dude. I think what they mean is, now that it's been so many years since the original has came out. Should I just start with the remake now because, we're moving forward with cinema? I always will tell people to check out the grandfathers and grandmothers of cinema, no matter what genre you love, because you will gain a new appreciation for maybe the remake that you do like, or, you'll just gain a whole appreciation for the genre that you're looking at as a whole. And especially with you being a film student, I do think it would be very crucial to understand where the one that you do love comes from. So
I would agree with that.
Toddlers don't buy movie tickets. Check out the Hammer films. We will be doing more Hammer films too. We are going to revisit the 7 Golden Vampires, because everybody wants to rewatch that one in October. You guys like Kung Fu and vampires, so we're going to be doing it again. We're going to be doing Curse of the Werewolf, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Then we're going to be doing ones that we haven't done yet.
That's a good one.
The older ones are actual art. Their sets, mood, and color and stuff. Nowadays, the level of movie making is so low, most audiences embrace the biggest director fools, Tom says. And it's getting harder with how short the attention spans are getting, too. You're such a good mood. Tom, isn't it really late where you are, too? I know it's 10 p.m. here. It's got it. What, you're like 6 hours ahead of us? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, if you're in the UK, it's about 6 o'clock there.
He's in Belgium.
Oh, he's in Belgium?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Me and my wife might be coming to the Netherlands next year for our 30th wedding anniversary.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Movie Chat said, yes, thank you. I'm sorry for the language barrier. I'm using Google Translate. So I've just copy paste. See, that's what I figured. I figured it was a Landry. Don't ever apologize. I'm used to it.
No, apologize. Yes.
Especially growing up with my grandparents. Sometimes they would speak German. Sometimes they would speak Polish. I would just, I guess our internet crapped out. We're winding down anyway. So thank you guys for joining us, especially Tom with the time difference we have going on here. Appreciate you guys hanging with me and Miser and Jen. Don't forget to check out their channels. They're always tagged on all my posts. So be sure to find them. And Movie Chat wants to know, Miser, when are you picking another movie? It's been a while.
I was going to pick Trilogy of Terror.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
We have not done that one yet. So.
Yeah. So definitely a Trilogy of Terror. Yeah,
Okay.
make sure Paige can come, because I like to see her reaction to the Zuni doll.
Let me get in touch with her, and then I'll plan with you to make sure we can all sync up for that one.
Okay.
80 says I'm a black belt in Google Translate. There you go. Suffer for art and mercy stream. Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, my friend. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. See you Saturday night. Stay spooky.
Buenas noches.
Have a potato. And Jen, if you're watching.